Everyone said he was gifted. Even the people who didn't like him said it quietly. "He's got talent," they'd mutter. And then they'd add the part that hurt more. "Shame he wastes it." That sentence followed him for years. The night everything cracked, he was sitting alone in his apartment. Lights off, phone face down, cold coffee on the table. Outside, the city kept moving. Cars, sirens, people with somewhere to be. He had nowhere to go. At 28, he had nothing solid to show. No stable career, no savings, no respect for himself. But talent? Yeah, he had that. He'd always had it. In school, things came easy. Too easy. He never studied much, still passed. Never practiced seriously, still impressed people. Teachers called him promising. Friends called him lucky. He started believing effort was optional. While others stayed late, he left early. While others practiced, he said, "I'll do it tomorrow." Tomorrow became his favorite lie. In his early 20s, he chased dreams without structure. Creative dreams, big ones. Music, writing, business ideas, projects he'd start with fire and abandon the moment things got boring. At first, people were patient. They cheered him on. "You're different," they said. "You don't need to grind like us." That felt good. Too good. He mistook compliments for guarantees. Jobs came and went. Every boss said the same thing. "You're talented but inconsistent. You disappear. You don't finish what you start." He always had excuses. "I work better under pressure. I'm figuring myself out. I'm not meant for boring routines." Deep down, he knew the truth. He just didn't want to face it. Discipline scared him, because discipline meant structure, and structure meant no excuses. So he kept drifting. By 26, the praise faded. People stopped asking what he was working on. By 27, the silence started. No calls, no opportunities, no one checking in. That night in the apartment, he opened his phone, scrolled through social media. People he once felt superior to were winning. Promotions, houses, families, purpose. He closed the app. His chest felt tight. He whispered the question he'd been running from. What if talent isn't enough? The room didn't answer. Sleep didn't come easy that night. When it did, it wasn't peaceful. He dreamed of unfinished projects, half-written pages, unreleased songs, ideas rotting in notebooks. He woke up sweating. Morning light hit the walls. Another day, same habits waiting. He sat on the edge of the bed for a long time, not moving, not thinking, just feeling the weight. He wasn't lazy, he knew that. That was the problem. Every time he failed, it hurt more because he knew he could have done better. Talent without discipline felt like a curse. That morning, he promised himself something small. "I'll start today." He said it quietly, like a lie he told before. Starting was easy. Continuing was hell. The first week, he woke up early, wrote a little, practiced a little, planned his days. It felt unnatural, like wearing shoes that didn't fit. By the second week, resistance crept in. That voice returned. "You're tired. You deserve a break. One day off won't hurt." He listened. One day off became three became a week, and just like that, he was back. The guilt hit harder this time. He hated himself for knowing better and still failing. Late nights turned into distractions, videos, scrolling, noise to avoid silence. Silence forced him to think, and thinking reminded him of everything he hadn't done. He avoided people because conversations led to the same question. "So, what are you up to these days?" He learned how to smile and lie. "Oh, working on a few." Truth was, nothing was moving. The loneliness wasn't loud, it was slow, heavy. He started questioning his identity. If he wasn't successful and he wasn't disciplined, then who was he? There were nights he stared at the ceiling, replaying missed chance, every time he chose comfort over commitment. Regret is quiet, but it doesn't sleep. He thought about quitting dreams altogether, getting any job, living small. But even that required discipline. That realization crushed him. One evening, he ran into an old friend, someone who used to look up to him. They talked briefly, small talk. Then the friend said it, not cruel, just honest. "I thought you'd be way ahead by now." That sentence landed harder than insults ever did. That night, he didn't distract himself. He sat with the pain. He wrote everything down, every excuse, every fear, and there it was in black and white. He wasn't afraid of failure. He was afraid of consistency, because consistency meant showing up even when the magic wasn't there. Talent gave him highs. Discipline demanded humility, and humility scared him. He cried that night, not dramatically, quietly, because he realized something brutal. No one was coming to save him. No hidden opportunity, no sudden breakthrough. Talent had opened doors. His lack of discipline had closed every one of them. He slept deeply for the first time in months.
The change didn't start with motivation. It started with embarrassment. He was tired of explaining himself, tired of disappointment, tired of potential. So he made a decision, not a big one, a boring one. He would do the work every day, especially when he didn't feel like it. No announcements, no social posts, no grand plans, just a schedule. Wake up, work, stop. The first month was ugly. Progress was slow. Results invisible. Some days felt pointless, but something changed. He stopped negotiating with himself. No, maybe later. No, just today. He showed up even when his work felt bad, especially then. Discipline stripped away the fantasy. What remained was effort. He failed quietly, just quietly. No one clapped, no one noticed. That hurt, but it also freed him. He wasn't performing anymore, he was building. There were relapses, days he slept, moments he wanted to quit, but this time he came back the next day. Not perfect, consistent. Months passed, small wins appeared, then bigger ones. Nothing viral, nothing dramatic, but real. For the first time, he trusted himself. Not his talent, his habits. He understood something crucial. Talent is loud. Discipline is silent. And silence builds foundations. A year later, his life looked different. Not flashy, stable. He had momentum. People noticed. Not the talent, the consistency. Opportunities came slower this time, but they stayed. When someone praised him now, it felt earned. He didn't feel special anymore. He felt reliable, and that was better. One night, he sat in the same apartment, lights on this time, desk organized, work done for the day. He smiled, not because he made it, but because he finally respected himself. He understood the lesson too late for some things, but early enough for his life. Talent is a spark. Discipline is the firewood. Without discipline, talent burns bright and dies young. With discipline, even average ability becomes unstoppable. He had both now, finally, and this time he wasn't wasting it.